first of all, basically, what would you personally want people to get out of this? Like anything you would like people to know about you as a person?
I think what I would want people to know about me mainly is that me, music artists in the industry, like a lot of them are forced to do things that they don't want to do. And I'm not that type of person. I'm a very real person, and my music's all real, all my feelings. And my main goal is for people to relate to me
Yeah.
and just for them to know that they aren't alone in situations and stuff. So just that I'm a real person, I'm a real human being, and I love everyone.
Yeah. Well, it definitely comes through with the music as well, like the words that you use. I think it's very
Yeah.
relatable as well for young girls and then other people as well, anybody that has emotions like this.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of music out there that's kind of just about like sex and drugs and partying and stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't know that I can't relate to music like that. It's kind of just like music in the background for me. Like the music I listen to is the music that I know I can relate to. Like if I'm sad, I listen to music, you know, and I want my music to be like that for people too.
And then, so for the future of your music as well, is there anything specific that we would like to talk about later on for the future of this music?
I'm releasing a song on the 27th of this month, so we can definitely talk about that.
Okay, fantastic. Is it a Psycho Hearts?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Psycho Heart. I'm so excited.
I'm very excited as well to hear it. I've heard some of the pre stuff that you put on social media, and
Yes.
I want the whole song. The whole song.
Oh, that song means the most to me, probably. Oh, it's just, I'm very passionate about mental health, and that song's literally mental health.
Yeah,
So it's very close to home.
yeah, that's good, and that's what you would like for the people to also know about Psycho Heart, not just the song, but it's about the mental space of a person.
Yes, of course. It's about helping your friends and noticing when they're in trouble. I mean, I've had so many people close to me that I've been like, Tyler, I'm not okay. Like, I need help. And I've been in the same position where I've needed help. And I feel like mental health isn't spoken about enough. It's 100% okay not to be okay. And I feel like in school, I took art, and all of my artwork was about men's mental health. And I used my boyfriend as an example because, not as an example, but he was my main focus because
Mm.
he went through a lot growing up. And he was my source for all my artwork. And I feel like a lot of men struggle with dealing with their mental health and growing up. Like, boys don't cry, or like you kick like a
Yeah,
girl, you run
like
like a
you're not
girl. And
allowed to, or
yes, you're not allowed to show emotions. And I think that's such crap.
yeah,
Like, I
definitely,
tell my boyfriend,
definitely.
like, please cry. Like, I'm here, cry. I tell my other boyfriends slash space boyfriends, I don't have two boyfriends,
Guy friends.
guy friends, like, please cry if you're not okay. I'm here. Like, don't be shy. Just let everything out. Like, it's so normal for women because women are so emotionally in tune with
Mm,
themselves, and men aren't. And I feel like that needs to be spoken about too. Like apart from
yeah.
mental health in general, men's mental health is so important too.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful aspect to focus on because it's so unfocused on in our society these days and always been
Yeah.
actually. So our fathers grew up in a place where they were like, stay strong, don't cry. There's a Psycho Heart that also speaks about this, about men's mental health, focuses on it.
Psycho doesn't specifically focus on men's mental health, but just mental health in general.
Yeah,
Like looking for your friend. I think about men's mental health when I listen to that song. But you can interpret any song how you like it. That's just how I interpret my own song, you
yeah.
know?
Oh, that's a good point to come from as well. So does
Yeah.
this also have something to do with in your life right now, your boyfriend right now? So what's happening in your life now that is the main focus as well?
I've had a lot of my guy friends struggle with their mental health. And the first line of my song, Psycho Heart, says, I'm sitting in my car and I see the scars on your arms. And I've literally like when I heard that the first time, I literally just pictured one of my friend's arms, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is meant me for you, you know? And yeah, I don't know, it's just that's why it's so close to me, because my friends have experienced these things and I've been there for them.
So in Psycho Hardware, it also says that scars are thicker than skin. So it's a protection mechanism also to know that you're stronger by having these scars because you learned something.
Yeah. And I'm a religious person, I'm Christian. And what I've always believed in is that God doesn't put you through the battles he doesn't know that you can come out of. A lot of people, and I've said this before, like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Like, I just want this to end. But I come out of it even stronger.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that I've always believed. And you know what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. People are stronger than I think they are, you know.
And that
They just than they think they are. And it takes a friend to believe in them.
So challenges in your life that you can think of that made you stronger as well, that you learned out of and grew out of making you the woman that you are today. Can you think of any of them?
Oh my goodness. I used to get bullied like so badly in school, like by boys and jealous girls, and them calling me like sluts and whores and just all these horrible names, and just being judged for being me. That's why I think I'm not scared to be me anymore. You know, because I've come out of yes, and I've come out of those situations in my life stronger. So I'm like, I don't care if you call me a slut, you don't actually know me. Like, you don't know me. Yeah, and even just seeing my parents struggle sometimes. In COVID, my dad lost his job, and it was a very tough time for both of my parents, because my mom sort of had to look after everyone herself. And my dad went through a really, really tough time. And just, I don't know, I'm a daddy's girl. And when I see my dad like down or sad or stressed, I'm like, oh my gosh, please give me a hug, like, are you okay? And my dad's a person, he's the man of the household. He doesn't want us to know that he's not okay, you know?
Like
so
the
I always
grew up like.
Exactly. And I've always made it known to my dad, like, I know you're a man, but you have emotions and it's okay to show them.
And that you're there for him, though.
Yes, of course. Like, I always ask my dad, are you okay? Like, do you want to go get a coffee together, take your mind off anything? And he's like, no, Tyler, I'm fine. And I'm like, I know you're not. But here's a hug.
But here's a hug. Yeah, let's try and let's do that together then. So how is this, say, the COVID thing as well, has it had an impact on you and the music as well? Have you used some of that to write some lyrics?
Yeah, well, I mean, the first song that we released, called Don't Believe the Aliens, was about COVID.
One of my favorites.
It's still one of my favorites too. And to be honest, like, my music career kind of started in COVID, which is, it's weird to say that because everything stopped and my journey with music began, you know?
But a lot of journeys began in COVID, but people had time actually to
yes, of course.
things that they want to do.
Yes, and finally people's passions could sort of, you know, flourish, and like, okay, I have time to actually do what I enjoy doing, you know? So it was crazy. I mean, I was in matric in COVID, so it was probably the worst and best year of my life.
Yeah.
I don't know how I passed. I honestly don't know how I passed, but somehow I did. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. Longest everything.
Oh my word, I can't. And I'm not a disciplined person. Like, it's one of my worst traits.
Oh yeah.
But I remember in matric, we had to sort of make up like a business contract that I had to fly to Joburg, because you weren't allowed to fly. So I was like, this feels so illegal, but it's fine. We even got stamped by the police. Like, we literally like kind of forged a little business thing. But it worked out, and we made incredible music, so it was worth it.
And this was for Don't Believe the Aliens.
Yes, Don't Believe the Aliens, and I'm pretty sure we recorded Psycho Heart at the same time. Yeah, in 2020 we recorded Psycho Heart, so the song's 3 years old.
And you're releasing it now?
Yeah, it's taken a while, but now we finally can. which
Oh,
is really exciting.
for what reason is it only now that you're releasing Psycho Heart?
I don't even know if I can talk about this, but let's just say there were little complications here and there, but now we can release it.
Well, that's good news at least.
Let's just put it that way.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you can finally release it. I know that you're very excited about it. The
Oh,
people are
yes.
also waiting. I just know that.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited. It's like I said, it's so close to my heart. So I'm extremely excited.
Okay, so when you started thinking about having a career, was it because of noticing that you actually have a beautiful voice, or was it more of wanting to talk to people? Where did you personally know that you were going to start a career in music?
To be honest, it came as a complete surprise. I did not ever in my life think that I would be a music artist. Never. It's actually, I
Oh.
still like, what the heck is going on with my life? But I started posting ukulele covers on my Instagram. And yeah, I didn't even, I was always so shy. And my boyfriend actually posted it on his Instagram because he was like, if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And I was like, you do with it what you will. I'm not
Yeah.
involved. If people hate it, I'm gonna tell you forced me.
Yeah.
Ever
And
since
the
that,
opposite happened.
yeah, literally the opposite. I recorded my first song in the waterfront in Cape Town with some amazing people. And then someone that was there, they contacted my current label, Bad Future, and he was like, yo, you gotta listen to this girl. And then ever since then, I was like, okay, I'm actually doing this. Let's sign the papers. This is crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that is crazy.
crazy.
What a big
Yeah,
thing. And for someone to see you actually do it in the
I know.
waterfront.
Yeah, and I was so terrified that people were gonna be like, ugh, she's terrible. Like, why is she singing? Stop making videos. But actually, like, I learned that people loved my voice, and I was like, oh, so I'm actually not bad at singing.
So for
Yeah.
people also starting now, there's a lot of people that, same as you, have the voice and also have a story to tell, but they're really scared. So in the beginning, do you think you regret that you didn't do it sooner, or which tips would you give someone that think that they might have a story or a voice to give to the people?
I don't regret not doing it sooner. I think everything happens for a reason and at the perfect time. I literally have it tattooed on my arm. Everything happens for a
That
reason.
is beautiful.
Yeah. But any advice I could give to anyone is you will never know unless you try.
That's
You
very
know,
beautiful.
yeah, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have been in this position where I am today if my boyfriend didn't post that video, or if I didn't carry on making covers, or if I didn't reply to that email from Bad Future, you know.
That's true. Like
You'll
go
never
through
know.
the
And
open doors.
yeah, and if it doesn't work out, just try again. And if you don't want to, that's okay. And
Mhm.
don't listen to what people say about you. If it's anything negative, just through the one ear out the other, because they don't know you. So they can actually
Yeah, that's it. And if they can have their own opinion, it doesn't have to have anything to
yeah,
do with you.
but just you'll never know unless you try. That's advice I can give
That's,
people.
yeah, that's a very good mindset to have. Like whenever there's an open door, walk through it. Just even if
Yeah.
you just speak through it, just check what's on the other side. Yeah, that's very true, man. I'm thinking about now. I had listened to Don't Believe the Aliens just
Mm.
before this, and that tune is in my stuck in my head all the time. Yes, I was blown away when I listened to it. It's on my like list on Spotify now.
Oh.
Um, and I just saw also it has like 19,000 views almost on YouTube. How crazy is that?
It's so weird to think that people listen to my music. Like, I thought I would have been the only one jamming in the shower with listening to my music. 19,000 of you that have listened to my music, and even more. You know,
Yeah,
it's just,
on
it's so
Spotify it's
weird.
going crazy. Even more of those songs are going crazy.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I'm not complaining.
No, no, of course not. Of course not.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to ask you as well, they say that your genre leans a lot to Billie Eilish and Lana Del Rey, more of the vibes. I must say personally, when I listen to it, it doesn't remind me of them specifically. I understand why they do, because you also have that strong vocal of Billie Eilish. But what would you say some of their songs are that inspired you as well? Or was it not really one of their songs? Was it more, it is your own style?
Yeah, it's definitely my own style. I mean, Billie Eilish is one of my idols, and really because she also started out super, super young when she was, I think, 16 or 15.
Mm, yeah.
So she really inspired me to carry on, because I was like, I'm so young, like, what am I doing? But like, look where she is now, you
Mm,
know? And I'm sure she is an inspiration to so many other young women.
yeah.
But
Also
even
just
what,
sings what she wants to sing.
yes, literally, she doesn't care at all what people think.
Mm,
And I love it. Like, why should you care about what other people think? They
yeah.
aren't living your life.
Yeah.
But even her music, I just love her music.
Me
I don't
too.
think I don't think I necessarily sound like her. And a lot of people say that I do, but I'm like, I sound like me, guys. I
Yeah.
don't sound these other artists. I'm me,
Yeah.
you know?
I think like what they're referring to is more like it's a style. It's not necessarily like it's almost like a
Yeah.
genre. It's a very flowy, very strong, powerful voice.
Yeah,
That
100%.
the you're obviously very young in the music industry, but it's never too young to start. What would you say is a vibe that you picked up about the music industry and basically just in your journey as well about any challenges or even things that you find interesting or fun about the industry?
I think the industry is very fun, but I think it's also a very rocky industry, and you can drop like a fly in an instant.
Um,
I don't know, it's difficult to say. I don't think the industry is for the weak, the music industry, because
yeah,
it's rough out there. And I don't want to say I'm a weak woman. I know I'm not a weak woman, but I'm a very sensitive woman. A few things that were thrown at me from some other people, I was like, wait, why am I being treated like this? Why are you saying these things to me? Like, why don't you like my music? Everyone else loves my music. Why don't you love my music? So within terms with labels, you have to find the right one. And Bad Future for me is literally my family. I love them. It's really all just a journey that you have to go through, and there's a lot of things to learn. I'm still learning every day about what goes on in the music industry, what I need to do, what I can't do. It's
yeah,
all about, you never ever stop learning.
yeah, and growing some thicker skin, I would think.
Oh yeah, I had to grow some thick skin, Cole. Like, oh my word, but it's fine now. I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah, the thicker your skin, like scars as well. The
Yeah,
thicker the skin, the better you can handle everything. All in all.
yeah. I've
Well, that's
definitely grown a
fantastic.
bone, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And any game changers, anything that's happened, like big things except for the waterfall of the waterfront, sorry, the thing that happened. Any big things
All
except for the label?
Yeah, well, I got nominated for the Summers, which is crazy.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I
That's
think it was
awesome.
for Best Pop Album. I literally nearly cried. I was like, I needed this. I don't
Yeah.
obviously care if I win, but the fact that I'm nominated was like, what the heck is going on right now?
Yeah, it
It
gave you
was,
that extra oomph.
yeah, of course it did. I mean, my music from my last, I think did I release if it wasn't for you before my EP? I think I did. From my EP up until now, my release for Psycho Hearts, everything's kind of been at a plateau, like nothing's sort of been happening. And that's okay. It really is okay for your life to kind of just be,
Yeah, it stabilizes itself sometimes.
yeah, sometimes you need to just like woosa.
Yeah, yeah.
But just but now since I've been nominated and my release coming up, it's a really good feeling.
And going at like 100 miles per hour feeling.
Yeah, my brain is like,
And creativity wise, did this give you a push to write some new music as well that might come out at a later stage? Do you enjoy writing as well?
well, I actually co-write with the writer from Bad Future. She's amazing. So it's my producer and my co-writer, or songwriter in general. They're husband and wife, and I'm literally their daughter. Like, oh, I love them. They are my second parents, and I will do anything for them because they live in Philippines. They used to live in Joburg. So when I go to record there, it's like it's so different compared to the city, obviously, because Philippolis is on the edge of the Karoo. I think it's 2 hours outside of Bloem. So when I
Oh,
go there, goats and horses and cows, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
the
Like
whole
the
other
only shop
picture.
there, yeah, the only shop there that you can actually like, I think buy things from is a Pep. Like I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's all you need.
You need it's Pep and a bubby in the corner, and you sort it.
So these areas as well, do you when you go there as well, do they inspire you for some songs? Obviously, when you're with her, you
Yeah, so it's actually really weird how this happens because myself and the songwriter that I work with, we're very close. And the first time I met her, she wrote, because I don't know how to really write. Everything I've tried to write is like very depressed and it's always about anxiety or like, but she actually, which was so amazing, she said to me that because we speak a lot and I always tell her about my experiences in life and that's how she gets inspiration for my songs. Like I'll tell her this happened to me or I had this sleep paralysis dream the other night. I suffer from sleep paralysis.
Oh no.
Oh my word. It's anyways, she kind of just takes my life experiences and I don't know, she said something just goes through her and she goes into like a trance and she just writes, which is amazing. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's beautiful for her to be able to carry through your story as well. And what's the girl's name that she writes with?
Mia.
So Mia gets to be able to actually put that into other
Yeah.
words and feelings as well. And you agree with those words and they are enough for you.
Yeah. Everything she comes to me with, she's like, is this fine? I'm like, girl, you read me like fine, wine, like this is perfect. I
Yeah.
relate. I know I don't experience, but it's amazing.
Yeah, well, your whole point is to get a story over that people can resonate with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, I'm glad you have someone like that that could write for you.
Yeah.
But I feel like also sometimes, like I'm using Billie Eilish again as an example, she doesn't cap her depressing songs as well. So I think sometimes if you would like to maybe write something and I think give it a chance. People out there, oh, it's sad to say, but these days are very depressed a lot. So to know that someone else is out there feeling the same feelings might help them as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm just a bit nervous to like put my own writing out there,
For
like
now.
coming from Mia, I know it's perfect. I know it's amazing, Like from me, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think it would ever be perfect. I think as long as it's perfect for some people. So if you could raise that,
Yeah,
like about
true.
4 of your songs now and they're on my repeat playlist. Well, yeah, except for now, all of that scary talk. The soul of your music as well. You describe it, how would you describe your music? Not necessarily genre, but the soul of it, except for mental health as well.
If I could describe my music in one word, I would describe it as real. And
Mm.
I know it's so cliche, da, 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 but honestly, it's so real. I
Yeah.
can't even
Yeah, people would understand the realness that you're trying to describe as well. If they listen to it, I've heard that. Well, I feel like it's very poetic as well.
Yeah, I mean, and everyone goes through their tough times in life, and I kind of just put my tough times out in the world
Yeah,
to people to listen to.
yeah, and that's
It's weird to say.
well, it is. It's real. It's real life. Welcome.
Real honey.
Yeah, and what are you hoping fans would take out of that as well? So, with how real it is, what do you feel like the actions they would take out of your music as well would be?
I would just hope that they can feel something, you know, like a lot of people struggle to feel and to what's the word? Like, what am I trying to say? Accept what their emotions are and come face to face with their emotions. A lot of people struggle with that. It's so important to deal with your emotions. And some of my songs aren't even sad, you know, some of them are sad, happy songs.
No,
You
like
know?
we're all gonna get through it.
Yes, you know,
That's a
like
fun
try,
one to me as well.
yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think for people just to feel, that's what I would want people to do when they listen to music, or I hope that they can do that when they listen to my music.
But it's quite hard to not feel when you listen to your music. It's beautiful. Though. It's really breathtaking. I must say, congratulations on that one. It's
Thank
very,
you. I really
very,
appreciate
yeah, no, it's breathtaking. But
that.
also what I want to know is cut the spotlights behind the cameras. What do you do? Like, what's your fun when you're not singing, which couldn't be
Oh,
all the
when
time?
I'm
Like, what do
not
you
singing,
do?
when I'm not singing, I'm a waitress
Oh, fantastic. For that extra
at
cash.
a little pub. Yeah. Listen, it's a waitressing job, like it's nothing special.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of old men that hit on young, beautiful women, you
Yeah.
know. So
Yeah. I was a waitress before this job. So,
it's a tough job. I feel like waitressing is one of the toughest jobs
mm,
because you're serving people, you always have to have a smile on your face, even if you're sad.
yeah,
You
that's
have,
you get it. Like you gotta live in this world you gotta live on. Also waitress. I think I waitressed on and off for about 3 years as well. Because the money is
yeah, it is good. And you got to do what you got to do sometimes, even if you absolutely hate it. I
yeah,
hate being anxious, but just got to do it, you know?
you gotta do it. And it teaches you some social skills as well, I guess.
No, of course. Like I've learned so much because I have social anxiety. I cannot go or do anything alone. And being in a crowded space, I'm like, oh my
Mm.
gosh, like I need to go home. But it's weird. I can't be alone and I can't be in a crowded space
Too
either.
many people. So you have your
Yes.
close people.
Yeah, I've
Would that
learned a
be
lot
like
about that.
friends or family?
Yeah, friends and family's fine, but like I struggle to go out to a club. Like I don't go out for that reason. I can't do
Oh,
it.
oh,
Yeah,
that's
because
interesting.
I don't, I'm not a big drinker. Like I don't, I'll drink before the club, but I won't drink at the club because I need to be like the mom, you
Yeah,
know, and I'm not
yeah.
being the mom.
But everybody
So
knows you're being the mom.
yeah, everyone knows I'm the mom. I look after everyone. There's been a few times when people have looked after me. So it's fine.
You know, you get those times where you just misjudge that second or third
Oh, you
cider
just go
in
over
you.
the line just a little bit.
It's a tiny bit.
Yeah. Once I'm like completely sober, I'm just like, there are too many people. I can't be here. I need to go home. I need
Yeah.
food. I need a pie and a movie.
Well, at least you're comfortable in your space, which is nice to have your own little space.
Yeah. I love being at home. I'm a homebody. I could live at home forever. I couldn't care less.
Yeah, I must say a lot of people are now. I enjoy my time at home, even though that's not necessarily what I'm allowed to do because I need to work and stuff, for money.
But also just being at home alone or just having alone time with yourself.
But
People
that
need that.
makes you get to know yourself as well and be able to also access and deal with emotions.
Yes,
Like
100%.
our fellow men should now know that they are allowed to and actually should focus on as well, like women. Have your
Yes.
time. Like you don't have to be emotional all the time, but you should
Yes.
have
Like
your
have
time.
bath, light a candle, cry, listen to
Yeah,
music,
yeah. Listen to a few sad songs.
listen to Psycho Heart when it comes out.
Yeah, there we go. There's Psycho Heart on replay and
Yeah,
just cry it out, meditate a bit,
yeah. I hope the men are taking notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, pen and paper.
Yeah. Okay, well, except for now waitressing and singing, do you have any little hobbies? Like things that you personally like getting to know like Tyler Page as a person? Do you like sports or like
Oh,
painting
you know,
maybe?
I I walk a lot with my friends in the forest.
Oh,
You
beautiful. I love a forest.
Yeah, my friend's name is Troy, and he's one of my best friends. And he's obsessed with plants, right?
Yeah.
So we literally go to the forest and like forage all these little things, and it's so
Oh,
much fun.
no, that's
I love it.
fun.
Grab a coffee, just forage. Like we literally standing there with jars and spoons, like taking things
Yeah.
out the.
Try to replant them, make yourself one of those
Yeah.
sticky bracelets.
Aw, daisy crowns.
Oh, that's interesting. So you're definitely a nature person as well.
I definitely am. I love walks in nature, hiking. Okay, let me not say hiking because I haven't hiked in so long. But if you asked me to go on a hike, I would say yes.
Just because it's outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Also,
so
like
exploring, basically, natural exploring.
I love exploring like the beaches in Cape Town. Some like in town side, like Sea Point, Camps Bay,
Yeah,
and Dudno.
yeah, that
I
sounds
always,
amazing.
whenever I go there, I don't go there often because I'm actually scared of the ocean. I'm
Um,
like terrified of drowning. Yeah. And that water is just too cold to begin with anyway, so I'll never step
Yeah,
foot in that water.
no, no, it's-
But all the rocks there, I always love exploring in between the rocks and like finding these little things.
yeah, it's a little starfish or a little
Yeah.
crab.
I sound like such a child, but like I love it.
Oh, but we should stay young, hey? There's
Yeah.
just too much time in this world to grow up.
No, it is
As
true.
long as
And
stay as young as possible.
yeah, even for our parents, like they need to stay young too. Like it's our
That's like
job.
grab their hand, pull them towards those rocks, come find some starfish with me.
Yeah, our jobs to keep our parents young right now.
Yeah, it really is. And I think even from the beginning, it was our job to also remind them that what their parents necessarily taught them wasn't necessarily the right thing. Like the no
Yeah,
emotions thing, the grow up fast thing. It's
yeah,
a new generation where we can actually teach our parents instead
yeah.
of
I
them
mean, it's our
teaching
first,
us.
yeah, it's our parents' first times living life too. Like
Yeah,
we're all living life
that's
together.
beautiful. That's
Yeah,
really good. That's
yeah. It's
good.
also teach them things, like because I feel like we're all like social media, like frenzy, and they're just like Facebook is fine.
I'm actually very excited to hear Psycho Hearts. Like I've been waiting. When is it the 27th you said that it's coming out?
Yes, yes.
That's almost, that's now.
I know that's next week,
It's next
isn't it?
week. Yeah,
Is it?
yeah, it is. It is next week, Friday.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's just now.
Oh,
I'm
I'm so excited for your parts. Like,
excited for
oh,
everyone to hear it too. I hope
oh.
people like it. Oh my god.
I think you're gonna like it. Especially,
Yeah,
so it sounds real nice, but I think especially the words because people need some music to relate to, especially these days. Like,
100%.
I feel like I have asked everything I want to ask, but I want to ask you, is there anything else that you, like yesterday or since you knew about the interview that you were thinking of sharing as well?
To be honest, I'm literally like such an open book with people. Like people can ask me anything, just except about like label stuff. You know,
Legal
like
stuff.
yeah, I had this other podcast a while ago and they were asking me about contracts and I was like, wait,
Hmm.
got the
Yeah.
cameras.
Send a WhatsApp quickly.
Yeah, this is illegal.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I love
interesting.
I love them. I mean, just meeting you, like meeting new people. I think it's such a cool way to meet people.
Oh, these days there are so many different ways to meet people. It's not in the park anymore. It's on
Oh,
7 different platforms.
yeah, and I just want to meet new people. Oh my word. I'm so terrified of like speaking to new people and stuff. Like waitressing really helps with that. Like
Actually, yeah.
I've made a few friends from waitressing and I'm like, "Oh, this is so nice." Like I only
No,
have
you don't
friends.
gather your own friend family there. Well, do you
No,
stay with your family now?
I do. And I have no intention of moving out anytime soon because
Whatever.
no ways. I literally burn toast. Cannot. I don't even know how to work a dishwasher.
Oh yeah. See, everybody's
Uh,
gotta learn. I actually just started learning and it's not easy. People think it's easy, it's not easy. It's
My
just
dad, yeah, my dad doesn't allow me to pack the dishwasher because I don't know how to pack. He's like, Tyler,
wow.
you need to do it. I'll do it. So I'm like, okay,
Or you should tell them there's no better way to learn than to do right.
exactly.
And then you pack
So
it
let
wrong and put it in anyway.
yeah.
All that
But yeah,
happens.
my mom's cooking as well. I can't cook like her. I'm not moving out. Otherwise, if I do move out, she's coming to cook at my house.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing all of
Thank
this with me.
you, Kyla. Thank you so much.
I hope that we
This was
can
so much fun.
make a pretty video out of it and also have something that people can look at, resonates, and also
Yeah.
get to know Tyler.
Yes, I hope so too. But this was so much fun.